Alright, folks, we are going to get started in a minute. Give or take. As fast as I can type this in. And it is time. Welcome back, everybody. Dirk the Red Panda here with my co-hosts, which I will introduce in a bit once everybody's all ready. Here with March Madness 2022. We are in the Sweet 16. So, I'm going to quickly, or not so quickly actually, unmute myself and give them the go-ahead. So, let me unmute them and say, let's do this. All right, I am back. Y'all ready to have me introduce y'all?
Sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm good.
We have a few more people this time, so we'll start out with our co-hosts. So take it away.
I'm Blythe Lewis, and welcome to the most recent March Madness video. It's going to be a lot of fun finding out what's going on. And I'll hand it over to Fallen Wolf.
Hello, everyone. I'm excited to be here once again with my good friends in North, Grizz and Dirk the Red Panda. I'm also very excited to see what the results are going to be from the votes.
Definitely, and they are our middleweight and niche hosts, respectively. Probably should have told them to introduce that. So sorry, I'm bad at planning those things out. But yeah, we also have another guest who is currently helping us out to make our profile pics look a little prettier. Want to introduce yourself?
I am the Lord and Savior here, your Messiah, Koro. I am also the I'm also the Discord moderator, and I feel so bad with
You're
that
fine.
one.
Don't worry. Oh man.
No. It's like I hear myself say Discord moderator, and I'm thinking of that post where it's like you see this big big hulking guy with just like I gotta show you this.
Oh,
It's kind of bad. It's kind of bad.
Oh, I'm thinking of like all like the Discord memes or whatever, where it's like the mods just completely being like ragged on. Oh man. But anyway, that is our mod and general photoshopping, like kind of a little bit of our editor checks and balance type of person to make sure things are going right. And we have one more fellow committee member coming on. He's going to be a bit late, so we'll introduce him when he comes. But anyway, I will take it away with counting down the poll, and then we can go into a free-for-all of chatting while I upload the results. So we got 3 minutes left, and just as a reminder, there are only 16 candidates left per division. So 16 times 3, we got 48. Meaning this year we'll technically have 3 champions. But other than that, we have quite a lot of responses this time. We are at an all-time high of 492. We are just on a run with it this time, and I want to thank every one of you for participating, submitting, and I made sure it's each and every one of you because this year we are, even last year too, 1 response per person. We are not having any issues with that again. One of our candidates from previous years had been involved with that, so it wasn't the character himself, though. It was the people voting for him. Anyway, just a little jokes aside, we have 2 minutes left until the results close, and once we do that, I will free my co-hosts from the cage of silence and let them take over. But until then, we are just going to sit patiently and wait for this countdown. And I'll read some comments before we do that. So with YouTube, I'm kind of in an indefinite state, and I just had a bit of an issue with my mic, so weird tangent. But anyway, with YouTube, I am kind of in and out with that, just kind of on my own time. Any other comments? All right. Yo, sup? Hope Leo wins. Yes, Leo's of Leo's life for some people. And Koro's in here too. We got less than a minute now till we close it. 493 responses. I think this is an all-time high for us. I don't think we've ever had this many responses in a single round ever. So I'm really excited to see what comes out of this. Oh, and just a reminder for next week, we will be kind of changing our times that we list on here to Universal Standard Time. So a lot of us will have daylight savings time, some of us won't, and so it'll be easier for me to mention that things will close at 11:59 p.m. of the date that it closes, which for me is 8 hours ahead of where I am. Then it will be 7 with daylight. You'll kind of get it once I reveal the poll on Monday and all that. So anyway, this is like the longest minute of my life waiting for this thing to close. So as I say that, we close. And the cage has been closed. And now I'm opening the cage. Why am I using cage references to my fellow committee members? I am so sorry.
Hey, look, not everyone could be Nicolas Cage.
Right. Cage freak out. Alright, so I got this weirdly shaped bracket thing, or graphic thing here from round 1 here. It should be fixed when I re-upload it, so yeah, anyway, far away as I mute myself. Any comments on the bracket matches? Do you all need me to pull it up for you in the chat or anything like that? Oh shoot, I didn't stream it, actually. Silly me.
Wow.
I am... yeah.
Silly Doug. Tricks are for kids.
Yeah. I had tricks the other day. They slapped.
Oh. Oh, wow.
Yeah, my brother had like a box of them, and I was just like, I'll just steal some from him. But anyway,
My God, he stole.
I am a Steeler. Now, not like a Pittsburgh Steeler for any American football fans. All right, I'm gonna.
America.
Yeah. All right, here you go, y'all. So that's there, and I am going to play around with my pretty graphing program to make sure all the votes are here and nice and clean. So I'm going to refresh round 2 and silence myself as I talk to myself, because talking to myself can be a bit annoying.
Well, this is where we all realise we have nothing much to say while Dirk's doing this, so it's going to be quiet for a bit, I think.
Lemma. We might as well come in.
I have to, unmute myself to say, yeah, things are a bit awkward during this time, especially when I reload, so, yeah, we're just really anxious for the results.
Who isn't?
Really, honestly, there are some close ones. Yeah, there's like one I checked the other day and was like, there were some gaps in some of them, but then there was one that was like 1 or 2 votes apart, and it was like, there were like already 300 responses. It was a panic. Once again, not spoiling which one, but oh my gosh. We are going to have some excitement in some of these results, so be ready for announcing those. Okay. That is there. I'm going to count this test match that I have out on that screen. Making sure my... $493. Just gotta make sure these numbers check out. Oh, that's the wrong division.
That's the wrong number.
Psych! Indeed. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Censoring my own
Nope.
speaking. Because if I say it, then he'll know. Okay. Hey, these numbers check out. Cool. Alright, so I am ready to upload them, and once I do, I will hand it over to our first division and our first announcer, Fallen Wolf. But until then, sit tight.
I can't believe Doug's a Peanuts character.
Oh my gods.
Go walk, 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 walk.
Aren't I the best? And
What?
as I do that, I'm panicking, looking for like some ear kind of like, not like, kind of like, you know, headphone wires, just to, because my one that I'm wearing right now is currently on low battery.
Oh God.
No.
Ah.
What you want?
Are you still using? You're still using wired ones? Go for wireless.
Oh, I am using wireless. It's just that this one's on low
Oh, the
battery.
battery's low. Oh, okay. I was like, it was one of the best things I went for.
I don't
when
know
did-
if this will mess anything up. Can y'all say something?
Sure.
Hello, hello.
And how can you hear us now? Is that sounding okay? I'll just keep talking till you say something so I know
I
you're doing it.
have silenced them by accident. Because
Oh
if
my
they are
God,
saying
he-
something, I am not able to hear them. But this will take me a second to fix.
Quick, someone say it's a lot
Once
of
again,
things,
Dirk
so that
Strike,
way.
always a
That-
perfect thing to set up and.
You know, I feel
Yeah,
like
we can talk about Dirk now. He can't hear us.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that Duck is such an oddball.
Super chat.
Today's gonna be great. Honestly, I already feeling it. Just Duck can't hear us.
Yeah, I just got distracted by one of my dogs chewing on my chair there.
Oh,
He's
Aw,
still in the chewy stage. He's that young.
which one is that one?
That's Leo, the black labby one.
Oh, and how's the other one doing?
Nikolai, he's doing great. And you. I'm talking about you. Thank you.
Did
Very
Nikolai-
The
excited to go
results
for
are in. If y'all can hear me, that is great. Once again, apologies for the confusion in terms of devices.
Oh,
Oh, there we go.
we can.
Oh my god, y'all
Oh,
are so
good.
loud. Oh my god, everybody's loud. Ah! I'm gonna quickly mute you guys for a second to change my headphone audio.
Okay.
Oof.
This is great.
This is amazing. Alright, could you say something again? Much better. That scared me. I normally don't have a problem where it's too loud. And I'm apologies to the chat if they can't hear you yet. I am... There we go.
Imagine being able to be heard.
Imagine actually having good technical setup for a stream.
Gonna be me.
Nah, screw it. We're doing it live. Except we
Yeah.
actually are doing it live. All right, but yeah, the actual results are uploaded. We just need to make sure everything is pretty. Thanks, Dusty, for the 6 is this MYR, whatever that currency is? Someone can help me with that, but thank you. Test mic 1 2 3. Thanks for contributing.
Super chat.
Yes, super chat. Subscriber. I think so. I may have subscribed the other time. I'm trying to remember. But y'all are here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, hey, Bob, you're here. And
Yep.
Cora, let me know when you got them photos ready in case. You don't have to do it this time, but either this time or next time we'll have everybody here, the 5 of us, just in the photos. Yeah.
Legitimately, I am almost done with Grizz's.
Oh, cool.
I just outlined it. And now I'm just popping it off. You know,
Yeah, it's popping off.
pretty much, yeah.
Nice. Okay, that's about perfectly precise, and I'm going to hit the reload button. Here we go.
I can't believe we're loading this.
I can't believe I'm uploading content.
Oh, don't say that. That sounds like me right now.
No, you actually upload. I don't.
No.
Stop. Ah.
You do stuff at least.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
are we the worst? Oh man.
If anything, I should be the one counting for that. I haven't streamed in months.
Hey, we got to take
mean-
our breaks where we can.
I mean, I want to go back to. I'm trying to go back to Twitch. I haven't uploaded and I haven't streamed on Twitch in like months. It's been a long time.
Yeah, Twitch.
Same, man.
I've just done D&D on there. Anyway, we are ready, and I'll hand things over to Fallen if she's ready for the first match. So,
Oh,
let
I
me.
can find the screen share. Oh, there it is. I'm watching it. I am watching it. Okay. Okay, we're ready. All right, we're gonna get through this today.
Uh-huh. Just as I enter the timestamp for it. All right, so.
Are we ready?
Am I ready? Are we all?
Are we
We are ready now. Okay, seriously, we are ready. You're good to go.
Okay. All right. So for our first match of the night, we have the strong, buff, and ever so good-looking Gran going up against the modest but still good-looking Iriko. I know we've had this issue before.
Iroko?
Iroko, I think it is.
Iroko. Versus going up against Iroko.
Heard he gets lost a lot. At least from the Twitter posts that they make.
Aw,
It's a good little thing, but here we go. Are we ready?
we are ready. Oh, all right. Gran is taking. Oh, wait.
Oh, okay, we're good now. It does that once.
Okay, Gran. All right, Gran is in, and he is still in the lead. Iroko is catching up a little bit, but Gran is still keeping a steady pace. Pace. Oh my goodness. And it looks like Gran is still pushing hard. Iroko, it looks like they're struggling just a little. He's struggling just a little bit. And, I know it's still early though. We're at the halfway point, but it looks like Gran might win this. But like I said, still early. There's still a chance that we could see a surprising turnout, like we did last week. I'm not sure if you guys were here last week, but last week we had, towards the end, we had some very intense matches, some very last minute wins,
Indeed.
which was very so much better. Oh, it looks like Gran not really moving much anymore, but I.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, a little bit. Okay, move a little bit more. But it looks like both of them sputtered. I think both of them ran out of energy. I know. Iroko's looks like he's moving.
You're cursing it.
Oh, Grant's getting a little bit burst of speed. A little bit of energy. And it looks like I think Grant's gonna be the winner here. I know it's a little early, but it looks like Grant is indeed the winner. Grant is our winner with a vote count of 242 versus Iroko's not too modest 163 votes.
Indeed. Thank you so much for that. And just to remind you of that total number of votes, I forgot to put them in. I normally do this right before the match is revealed, and I just wasn't there on that window. That is 405 in total.
405 in total. Okay, 405.
All right, you're good to go. Keep on keeping on.
All right, so what's our next match? All right,
Oh,
match number
spoiler.
2. Oh, Derek! Aw.
No.
Well,
This happened. I knew it was gonna happen once.
Oh,
How dare you spoil us in our eyes?
he spoiled it now.
I mean, I don't mind.
Oh.
I don't know these two.
Well, anyway, I do know one of them. Recently, very quickly, we played. I played in a group, place to call home, and I almost passed out laughing. Legitimately, we were laughing so hard at it. Not badly, like just how funny things were, and I almost passed out. Was it? It was. It's a good VN. You should give it a try. I would recommend North and Dirk. You both give it a try.
I would
But
love
anyway,
to. Even off stream.
Yeah, moving on to the match, we have Goulash from Notes of Heart going up against Leo.
All right.
And no, not that Leo. This is the lesser known Leo.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, Goulash. Okay, is kicking things off, but Leo is not too far behind, to be honest. And Leo, okay, they're about not too far behind. Goulash. Oh, Leo is starting to catch up just a little bit. But Goulash, I think he might be cheating with those wings of his, but we'll let it slide. He's a good-looking guy. We'll let it slide this time. And it looks like, Leo stopped. I think Goulash's wings are helping him a little too much in this match, and it looks like that might be just the thing that helps him win. But it's still early, only halfway point. I don't know. Leo's trying.
Oh.
He's trying. Come on. Oh, Leo, come on, you can do it.
Oh, he's pushing.
He's pushing. Goulash is slowed down quite a bit. Leo's starting to catch up a little bit. He's trying his hardest, and that's the important thing, right? I don't know. They're both kind of. Now they're both kind of getting a little stuck. And I don't know. Goulash is still pushing. Leo needs to really put his all into this if he wants to win with only a few seconds left on the clock. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. And it looks like Goulash is the winner with 228 votes compared to Leo's 185. Not too shabby for either of them.
Indeed.
Not too bad.
And remind me each time to go back to the beginning, because
Go back to the beginning. I'll remind you.
All right. No spoilers
All right.
this time.
Good. Next match is Mike Steele going up against. Sorry, it's like blocked.
I can show you. Or
Wes.
can you see this? Yeah.
Yes, Wes. Okay. Mike Steele versus Wes. Two bulky guys, bulky in a different way. With the votes, we'll find out which bulky people enjoy more.
Indeed.
Let us see. Without any further ado.
Sorry, I'm just gonna
Oh, you're okay.
do an unaccidental mute. I think somebody accidentally was eating something last time, but we're fine. It's okay, Bob. Sorry. All right, ready?
Right. And we are going. Oh, okay. Very close. Oh, okay. And Mike Steele is back in first place, but Wes might be able to push through. Oh, they are very close. Our closest match of the night thus far.
Oh, man.
Steele is still keeping up, though, but I don't know. Wes looks like he's pushing. He's not too far behind. Looks like we might have our closest match of the night thus far. And I think, regardless, we can all agree that whoever wins this match will be very, very close to having one. Okay, Mike looked like he's stopped, and Wes is still going. Okay, no, they're both going again, but Wes is still. Wes is pushing a little bit. Oh, it might be a close one. Okay, we're looking good. It's looking like a fantastic match. Very intense match between these two bulky men. All right, Mike's starting to push out again. Wes, are you slowing down? No, he's pushing back. Very close. Only 8 vote difference, 10 vote difference, 9 vote difference. 3 vote, 2 vote, 1 vote difference. Oh my goodness. They're tied. Wes pushes through and pushes right past Mike Steele, and it looks like we might have a sudden. And the winner with a sudden breakthrough is Wes with a vote count of 208 compared to Mike Steele's very close 192 votes. A last-minute win from the strong Tiger.
Wow.
Wow, I wasn't expecting this.
Me neither, bro. Oh, man, that was so
That was very close.
It's a seeding upset.
Indeed. Yeah, that is our underdog upset. just gonna lower you a bit on my end because you're. Sorry to keep bullying. You're good, Bob. But anyway.
Okay.
Here we go, next match.
Next match. All right, next match we have Cedric going up against Norman. Another in case of emergency. Let's see if how many emergencies we'll get, because that was Wes's was a very surprising one. So I'm curious to see how this one goes.
I would say indeed too.
All right, and we're off. They are very close, tight knit, only 2 votes away. All right, 5. Oh, okay. Oh, 3. Oh.
Whoa!
Oh, they're pushing. Oh, they're both pushing one past the other. Oh my goodness. Okay, nope, but Norman looks like he's starting to get the lead, but Cedric is not too far behind. 20 votes right now, slowly closing that gap. 19 votes, okay.
Oh.
Up right now, looks like Norman might have finally got his feet paced together, and he is pushing through. Cedric, once again, though, is not too far behind, but that gap between the two of them is starting to widen slowly at a time. Cedric, but they're both still pushing. They're both continuing to get the votes and pushing through. Like I said, so far these last 2 matches have been very close. It is possible. We never know. We might see a last-minute upset. All depends on how the votes were. Yep, it looks like Norman froze, but Cedric is still going, slowly closing that gap. Nope, Norman's moving again, but...
Close.
Cedric is they are very close right now.
Oh no.
3
Whoa!
difference. Oh, Cedric!
Oh my god!
And Cedric goes again! Oh, and there's Norman again!
Oh my!
And
Oh my god!
two vote difference. Norman just barely passing through with a vote count of 200 against Cedric's just barely different 190. A 2 vote difference. A big upset indeed.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Well, even though it's seating upset, oh man, 1 vote more. We would have had to do a online committee vote. Luckily, there's 5 of us, so odd number tiebreak.
Yep.
Whew. That was.
Don't forget to get it.
Thank you. I was just.
That was quite the match.
I remember. I was like,
I was like hovering over there.
That was, oh my goodness. I don't know if we're going to get another close one like that. I'm curious now. That 2 vote difference.
Oh my god.
But anyway, next up we've got Filio, another character from A Place to Call Home, going up against Toast, our first Where the Demon Lurks character for this portion of the March Madness. Without further ado, Dirk, when you are ready. And here we go. Oh, okay. Filio is winning, but Toast is not too far behind. They're both pretty even with the gap. Oh, no. Okay, Filio looks like he's starting to push a little more, though. People do enjoy their himbo wolves, after all. You have to admit. And Filio looks like he is really showing just how much people enjoy their wonderful himbos.
Dude.
But it looks like, I mean, Toast is not doing too bad, but I think Filio is the gap is pretty strong. But we're not even at the halfway point yet. It's not too late to see a difference. And while we continue to see this moving on, Toast is slowly inching his way towards the finish line while Filio takes a moment to take a breath. After all, having all that weight is probably very tiring indeed. But it looks like Filio he's regained his energy and he's back to moving slowly. Both characters slowing down, moving a little bit at a snail's pace. But Filio is still pushing through, and Toast looks like now he's tired. He's taking a little bit of a break. While Filio continues to move forward, inching ever closer towards that finish line. The match is getting closer to an end. It looks like we might be considering the himbo our lovely new winner. But it's still not too late. We got a little bit of time left. 5, 4, 2, 1, and 0. Filio is our winner indeed, with a vote of 247, with up against Toast's 166 votes.
Thank you. Perfect. Remember.
Right, don't forget. Yep, you got it.
Yes.
All right, match and we are almost done with the niche. You have this is match 6 of 8, so we're getting close to the end already.
Yeah, thanks for
With
reminding us.
and no problem. Dave going up against Kobu, another Where the Demon Lurks. Let's see if Where the Demon Lurks can continue to keep their spot in the March Madness niche group.
Oh.
And we're off. Oh, Kobu's starting off. Oh, Kobu's starting off strong, but Dave is not too far behind. Only 12 vote difference. Oh, 18 vote difference. Okay, 15. It's not too far. And right now, it could be anyone's game. Only 10 vote difference. Oh, I don't know, but it's still too close right now for me to consider a winner. But Kobu's starting to push a little bit more now. Dave's still trying to keep up. He's not giving up though. Looks like that demon energy might be really useful, especially with these races, because Kobu looks like he is not wanting to give this up anytime soon. He knows that he is the last contender for the team of Where the Demon Lurks, and he is trying to make sure that they remain in this game. To give up either. Dave's not down without a fight. They are very neck and neck. 12 vote difference. Okay, 13 up, 12 again. Moving. Still going. Dave looks like he stopped. Koba's still moving towards that finish line, but there's still enough time that this can be anyone's game. But like it just said, Dave's moving ever so close. Oh, 5 vote, 2 vote difference. Oh my goodness, 5 votes. Okay, no. Kobu, I think Kobu might win this. It's just going to be barely going to make it, and Kobu just barely makes it through with a vote count of 218 versus Dave's not too shabby 199. Another semi-close match indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Gosh.
This is just, remember guys, this is just the niche group. Wait till we get to the other ones. This is just the niche group. We still have the middleweights and the heavyweights left.
Yes. It is intense.
So next up is John
Maddox. Okay, here we go.
Maddox. Okay, it's okay.
It's covered.
All right, next up. Okay, John Maddox going up against Ramus from In Case of Emergency. Let us see who will be the champion for this one. All right, and pushing in. Oh, Ramus is going right, getting right a heavy start. Only a 10 vote difference, 9 vote difference. Okay. 10 vote difference again. Oh my goodness, 9 vote difference. 6 vote difference. Woo, 6 votes. John is right underneath. 3 vote difference. It looked 2 vote difference. 3 vote again. Oh my goodness. It looks who is going to get this? They are neck and neck right now. This match is not even halfway done, and we are neck and neck with this match.
Oh my god.
3 vote. 1 vote difference. Can Maddox push through and can Maddox push through Ramus? I don't know. It looks like I'm waiting to see. 5 vote difference. Oh, Ramus is starting to push past a little more. Starting to take this match and think a little bit more seriously than he was in the beginning. But it's still early. Still too early because John Maddox is not too far behind. But it looks like he might have slowed down quite a bit. But nope, Ramus slowing down too. It looks like both of them are kind of neck and neck. Looks like... Oh, Ramus got a little burst of speed there. A little bit of burst. John Maddox looks like he's slowed down. He's not moving. And Ramus is still pushing through. All right, John Maddox got his energy back once again. Can we see what is... And it looks like Ramus is going to push through with a vote count of 211 compared to John Maddox's vote count of 177. This has been a very intense set of matches. So let us see how the last match of the niche group will be. Match number 8, the final match of the niche category. Jacob going up against Roderick. 2 limits characters going up against one another. Who has the stronger limits, indeed? Oh, all right, Roderick is just starting off strong, very strong. Jacob is sputtering, is left in the dust as Roderick continues to push hard and fast. Jacob looks like, and Jacob is still struggling to get through that smoke that Roderick just left in his wake. Oh my goodness, it's still early, but oh my goodness, Roderick is pushing hard. Jacob is trying, but I don't know, it might be too late, guys. It might be a little too late. Because Roderick hasn't slowed down yet. Jacobs looks like he's starting to slow down though, but Roderick is not slowing down anytime soon. He's continuing to push through this match and continuing to make sure that people know just how powerful this guy's limits are. And I can see it. I can definitely see it as Jacobs continues to struggle to make it through. But like I said, still early, just a little off the halfway point. We've seen a lot of surprising ends to matches, so anything's possible in March Madness. Anything is possible. But it looks like I don't know. Roderick looks like he's still pushing. Jacob's stuck. He's been stuck. I think he might have an injury on the field. Nope. He's trying to move. I don't know, Jacob. Can you make it? And no, unfortunately. Roderick with a vote of 304 up against Jacob's only 87. The biggest difference in votes thus far.
Whew. That rounds out the niche bracket, right?
That is the end of the niche roundup. Let us see who our matches will be for the following week in the category. Yep, is it?
Oh, can you see it?
Yeah, I can. Okay. I think I can. Wait, did I? Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's a bracket.
Okay, I see it. Okay. It is, looks like, so next week, we will have Grand going up against Goulash. Followed by Wes going up against Norman. Then for the third match, we will have Filio going up against Kobu.
Almost.
It's okay. Last but certainly not least, the fourth and final match next week will be Ramus versus Roderick.
Good looking matches, and that'll be to get into this coveted square.
Very good looking matches indeed.
Welcome to the final 8.
Indeed. All right.
Final 8 characters.
And as you... Oh, that is not your... Or did I need to go there? I'll worry about that later. This is what I meant to do. Because I'm giving it over to the wonderful North Grizz to carry on with our middleweights.
Yes, we come to the middleweights. And before I start on this, thanks again to Fallen Wolf for excellent commentary on the niche bracket there. And if you haven't checked out Twitch channels and the streams and the videos on YouTube, you definitely should. They are amazing to watch, trust me.
Yep, she's quite funny.
I'm
And
going to move out the way. Yep, and the floor is now to Blade Lord.
Okay, thank you. And
The wolf
yes,
that everybody
so,
loves.
unfortunately, in this video, there is no Doris Day songs I have to sing. You watch my last video, you'll know what I'm on about. Anyway, enough of that.
I'm a bit intimidated to know.
I'll explain later.
Right.
And
No
the first
context.
match in the middleweight division here. From Knights College, we have the MC Argo going up against the ever popular, if I can even say it, Lyle from Fire.
All right. Just before we do that, I am going to upload the new photos that, courtesy of Koro, has photoshopped for us. Or, well, as I try and do that, I am going to try and save the images first.
Thank you, Cora.
Thanks.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
So many good-looking photos. Let me just snag those.
Also, welcome. Your benevolence has provided you with your holy grace.
Indeed. Jeez. Oh no. Grizz, what's happening to... Oh, no, I didn't. Did I save it in the wrong place? I think I saved it to the
Maybe.
wrong place. Dang it. Oh, I saved it to downloads. No. My clever joke, it's ruined.
You have failed us.
My clever joke, it's broken.
I gotta pay. You gotta pay for that.
Oh no, what's happening to Grizz? Whoa, look at that. And who is this I see in the corner of the screen?
It is anti Grizz.
Oh no. Boop, boop, boop. You're
The
too
gaps.
big. I need to knock you down to size.
Understandable. I make the Saints 1,000 by 1,000.
hmm And last but not least, we did not forget about you. If I could hit the plus button. God. It is Bob. Sir. Bob. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yay,
Back
you
to
made
merch.
it.
Hooray!
He's here.
You know-
It's him. It's really him. All right, we're all here.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
The gang's all here. All right, so just a quick recap of the first match.
After got distracted there, the first match in the middleweight division. The MC Argo from Knights College going up against the ever popular Lyle from Lyre. And oh wow, Lyle takes quite a commanding lead, and he's holding it here. He is not going to let go of this lead at the moment. Wow, there's quite the gap. Argo's doing well, though, I have to say. I don't know him too well, but he's definitely not giving up on this race. He's keeping in there, even though Lyle is way ahead of him. But, you never give up. We don't know what's going to happen till right to the end. And we saw in the niche bracket, there was some surprising turns right towards the end of the races.
Oh,
But
geez.
I don't know what's going to happen this time. Lyle is really going far ahead here. Argo seems to be slowing down a bit. No, he's got another vote there. He is moving ahead, but Lyle... I was getting a little tired at this point in the race, I think, but they are still both moving ahead. And it's going to be a real major job now for Argo to catch up with Lyle. I don't know he can do it, but let's not write him off yet, folks. He's keeping going there. We can see what happens here. And they're both slowing down now. But Lyle has a pretty big lead here. He is keeping going there. Argo seems to have slowed a bit. I don't know whether... he needs to take a break there. No, he's getting going again. Good, Argo. He got you going there. But we're getting close to the end of the race here, and looking at it, I think we know who our winner is going to be, but let's just wait for confirmation here. Never call it before you're absolutely certain. That's the one thing about these March Madness races. We've been surprised before. But not this time. With 344 votes, Lyle is the winner against Argo's 131.
Thank you so
Good show.
much.
And don't forget to go back to the beginning, Turk.
Oh, shoot! Always there to remind me.
Oh.
Anybody who gets that one.
Ooh, now this is an
This
interesting.
one I had a
Yeah.
hard time.
This
This
voting
was
on.
so hard.
Me too.
Actually, I haven't played Temptation's Ballad yet. I have to look into it, but
I have not played it either, so
it was an easy decision for me when I was voting on this. But this match from Silio Tales of a New Dawn, it's Diego. And he goes up against Hamish from Temptation's Ballad. And this could go either way, I think. Well, Hamish takes an early lead. He's still close. He's keeping the lead here. Diego is doing really well. He's not that far behind. The 13 votes, 14 votes. He's still keeping up. This is going to be a close race, I think. 143 for Hamish. He's keeping the lead, but Diego is not letting him get far out of his sight here. He is sticking close to Hamish here. Oh, well. Yeah, it's a bit of a rush for Hamish there. He is pulling ahead of Diego. Seems to stall a bit. No, Diego's moving again. Hamish is still ahead, but not by that much, we have to say. This is, let's see, going to be a close race, I think. And Hamish is moving up on the 200 vote mark. Diego isn't that far behind, like I say. 169 votes for Diego. And could go either way looking at these times here. Oh, Diego is now catching up a bit more. There we go. Hamish goes over 200 votes.
Oh, this is close.
He's moving slowly here, but he's still moving. And Diego's moving again. He paused there for a moment. He is back. And this is going to be a close race in this one. Our first really close race we've had here for the middleweight division. I think we've had some of those niche ones we saw earlier. But this is going to be a close match, definitely. There's not much in it at all.
Oh.
And Diego, he's over 200 votes himself. This is
Oh?
Oh, wow. This is getting
Wow.
close. Can Diego make it? He's still moving forward, but no. By 13 votes. Hamish is the winner at 230 against Diego's 217. Great run from Diego, and well done to
Ooh.
Hamish.
Indeed.
Good job, both of them. Good job to both of them.
Okay. All right, the next one has 462 votes as I put it back to the start.
Okay.
Oh
And
boy.
wow, this
Oh,
could be interesting again. First up in this match, we have Cooper from Remember the Flowers. And he's going up against another Temptations valid character, Marrow. I think this is going to be a close one.
Right.
But let's find out. Oh, it is close. Oh, and they're switching places here. But Cooper's taking a bit of a lead. It's not much, though. Marrow could easily come back from this. They are staying close to each other. Cooper's just slightly ahead, but Marrow is really keeping on his tail here. This is... I'm not going to predict this one. This is going to be so close, I think. Yes, we are just moving. So we had 17 votes in it now. 16, 15. Okay, now Cooper's moving ahead slightly, but Marrow is staying right in there. And if you want to predict the winner of this race, you are out of luck. I can't say what's going to happen here. This could go either way. We've seen some late rushes from our people being behind. This is close. 20 votes in it now. Okay, it's moved up a bit. Cooper is just keeping that lead. He hasn't really lost it yet, but it is a slim lead in this. And we know in March Madness, we can't rely on anything till the final results are in. Anything can change. And Cooper's still behind. Cooper's still ahead, rather. Marrow's slightly behind. Cooper's getting that slight edge there. He is pulling
my
very,
goodness.
very slightly. But Marrow is not giving up on this.
We're not gonna. Oh, I don't know. Like, are we gonna see another hyena? It's gonna be interesting. I'm curious.
Yeah, it could happen, definitely.
Yeah, don't give up.
Yeah, Cooper's still in the lead. He's stretching his lead slightly, but Marrow is not giving up at all at this point. He is still moving ahead. I know Cooper seems to have that last bit of energy for the final burst here, and it looks like, yes, Cooper wins the race. 259 votes for him against Marrow's 203.
All right.
Huh. I wasn't expecting that.
Me neither.
Okay, and we have another representative from Salio Tales of a New Dawn here. It's the MC, Adrian. And he's going against Harkin from Tavern of Spear.
Oh.
Harkin takes a quick lead here, but Adrian staying in there. Harkin still holding on to the lead. This is going to be another close race, I think. Adrian making a bit of a burst there. Harkin's pulling ahead slightly again. Yeah, he's not getting too far away from Adrian, though. Adrian is keeping going here, keeping Harkin in his sights, definitely. But now Harkin's pulling ahead somewhat. He's getting ahead. Adrian, can you keep up? He seems to be slowing down a bit. They're both slowing slightly, but Harkin had that lead from earlier. He's keeping going, and the lead is just slightly extending now. It is moving on. Harkin is pulling ahead. Adrian's doing pretty well here, I have to say, but will he be able to catch up? Again, we don't know with these races. They're getting so close at times, and we had some surprising rushes late on in the race. But it looks like Harkin's pulling ahead now. He is definitely working away, but Adrian is coming back. As I say, Harkin's pulling ahead. Adrian makes it back. He is coming back ahead. He is catching up with Harkin slowly. And even if you're slow, it doesn't matter. As long as you start that before the end of the race, you are still in with a chance here. It is close here. It's 50 votes now. It's going up slightly. It's still around the 50 vote mark. Harkin's got his lead here. And they're both slowing down now, but they are both moving. This is the main thing. They are both moving ahead. We are not seeing anyone giving up yet. They are both going for it. Adrian could still pull up a surprise here. Don't think he's going to do it. No. It looks like we are done. Harkin wins the race, 245 votes. Adrian, a good showing with 196.
Shocking, another upset.
Yeah.
Hakan taking out two Cilio characters.
Oh, I didn't
And
realize
Cooper
that.
taking out two Temptations bound characters.
Okay, and we have a representative from Dawn Chorus. You have first one, Devon, the tea drinking panther, and he's going against sometimes friendly tiger Max from Eden's Reach, and I predict this is going to be another close run race.
Oh boy.
I really don't know where he's going to go. I had a hard time with this one myself.
You and me both.
Okay. Oh, and Max takes the lead, but Devon is not that far behind. Yeah, again, it's a close race, 128 to 96. Devon's an over 100 vote mark. He is catching up. Max is getting slightly further ahead. He's definitely got an edge on Devon, but they are both doing well here. This could go either way, honestly. I won't count Devon out yet at all. Though, as I say that, Max is starting to pull ahead more. Can Devon keep going and keep his place here? Now, Max is just moving ahead now. Yeah, almost a 100 vote difference in Max's favour. He's catching up. Devon is pausing there. No, Max seems to have stalled now. Devon's starting to catch up. We're going back again. They're both moving again. Yeah, no, less than that. Both getting. Devon is definitely catching up with Max. Yeah, Max seems to stall, and Devon is still moving here. So, could anything happen? Were we surprised by this? Oh, Max is moving again. And they're both slowing down. Sandoval this time in the race. It's a lot of effort put into getting this far. But Devon is not letting that lead build up too much for Max. He is staying in there. Max is doing well, though. He's starting to move further and further. And a sudden rush from Devon there. He's starting to catch up now while Max slowed down. Devon is really doing well. That coaching, training he has is showing through, I think, in these, keeping himself going for these last sections here. And Max has definitely slowed down. It is much less difference than it was before, but Max pulls out the lead. 264 votes for Max. Devon, very respectable, 188. What a race.
Indeed. Good one.
Okay, and match 6 for the middleweight brackets here. Another representative, remember the flowers, it's Axel. And from Temptations Ballad, it's him again, the one who annoys me with the way he spells his name, Sith.
Tricky, isn't it?
Okay. Let's see what's going to happen in this race. Okay, and Axel takes the lead, but Sith is not that far behind, but Axel is actually doing pretty well here. He's definitely pulling out this lead here. A lot of good going from Axel there, but our Temptations Ballad character is staying in there. He's not going to give up on anything right yet. No, Axel is really doing well. Can we hit the 100 vote difference? Not quite yet. Everyone is still doing very well. Temptations Ballad is not going to let go of this one, but Axel is looking a little hard to beat at this point. He is really keeping going, and Sid has slowed down a bit there. But Axel just has that Duracell bunny action going. He is keeping going. He is not giving up here.
Oh, goodness.
Wow.
Sid is, it's a little slow down there. Yeah, there's over 100 votes in it now. Axel is starting to pull away more. Sid seems to have stopped. Is he okay? He's not moving at the moment in this race, but Axel is still going steady. No, there's some more movement from Sid. Okay, he's doing better. But Axel definitely has that lead, and I don't know he's going to give it up at this point. It's pretty commanding. 256, 142. Yep, that's quite a few votes in it. And he's still moving ahead, but let's not knock Sid off the pedestal yet. He is just going there. He is not going to give up on this. As I say, he slows down again. Axel is just keeping going here. He is not going to give up on this race. He's pretty well in the lead. I don't know he can lose this race, but he is not going to give up. He is going to keep going. Sid is just slowing down there, and it looks like, there we go. Axel, 298 votes. He wins the race. Good run race from Sid there, 161. And I can't say I'm too upset because I don't have to worry about his name anymore in this year's race.
Yeah. No hard feelings there, right?
Oh, not at all. No, it's
All
a little confusing.
Oof. Sorry, that's weird glitch there.
Live streaming, folks, you have to expect these things.
Indeed.
Happens to be us.
Indeed.
Ooh, 2. All right. Ooh, 2 nice
Hey.
college characters.
Yeah, this will be an interesting race, so we can be sure Knights College is going through from this race. We don't know who, but one of them. So it's Diederich up against Grantley. Anyone's game, I think.
Indeed.
Okay, Diederich takes the lead here. Grantley is slowing down a bit. Diederich is definitely the most popular one here. He is really pulling ahead, over 100 votes now. But Grantley is not letting it go. He is keeping going here. It's a bit of a slow start for Grantley, but you never know. They can always come back later. Put too much energy in that first part of the race, you might not be able to keep it going, but it looks like Diederich has paced himself well here. 226 votes against Grantley. Grantley, I think, is going to hit the 100-vote barrier here. He is definitely moving up slowly, but he is keeping going. But Diederich has a fairly commanding lead at this point. It looks like he's not going to let go of it. Both of them slowing down. Grantley seems to have slowed right down. Diederich is keeping going here. Got a steady pace going on here. And as everyone I say, someone's got a steady pace, they suddenly zoom ahead. But that's how it goes when you're doing these live commentaries. Grantley is definitely having some problems here. He is slowing right down there. Is he okay? He seems to have actually stopped here. But Diederich is still steadily moving ahead. They're both going gently here. Not too much of a rush, but Diederich probably thinks there is no need to rush at this point. He is so far ahead of Grantley in this race. It is really hard to see how the Tiger can catch up with him here. 227 votes. Yeah, this is a really major lead for Diederich. Grantley's keeping. There you go. Grantley hits the century. He's over his 100 votes there. But it wasn't enough. Diederich, 315 votes against Grantley's 104. And Diederich goes through for Knights College.
Good game for them. They have some good representation there, either way.
Well done. Okay, and our final match of the middleweight division here of the Sweet 16. This could be a close one, or we could have someone go way ahead. I really can't say on this one. Again, from Eden's Reach, it's our bartending wolf, Oswald. And then, going up against him, the fighter from Kima Coliseum, Volga. Okay, let's see. Oh, and Oswald takes quite a lead here. He is not going to let it go. He's moving ahead. Volga's doing well, though. Don't want to write him off yet. He has a very good showing here. But Oswald is moving ahead. Over 100 votes in it now. Oswald is definitely building up his lead. He is keeping going here. Volga's not giving up. He's going steady here. Maybe all those fights if he's doing is just taking it out of him so far. He's probably not got the stamina that Oswald might be having right now. And Oswald is definitely showing he is doing very well ahead. So far ahead now. Again, Volga could still make it. This could be a big upset, but as we always say, never say no until the end of the race. But it's looking very, very positive for Oswald right now. And Volga is definitely slowing down. So Oswald, no, he's taking a bit of more energy there. Well, Oswald is keeping going. Volga is definitely having some issues here. Probably been doing too much activity elsewhere, as it happens with Coliseum, and he is not doing too well in this race. He's definitely losing his energy, and Oswald is just keeping going here. He is not going to give up on this race, and Volga has a lot to do to try and catch up. And we're getting close to the end of the race. I don't know that Volga can actually do it. Oswald is just moving ahead. He's looking at that 300 votes marker, and there he goes. He gets 300 votes.
There he goes.
Yeah, right.
Volga is still moving ahead, though. He is not going to give up on this until the final moment. But it isn't quite enough. Oswald wins 307 votes. Volga, a very respectable and not to be sniffed at 147. Good going, Volga. Congratulations, Oswald.
Indeed. So yes, that rounds out the Elite Eight. Let me bring you to those matches so you can recap them.
Okay, here we go. So the next round in middleweight, we see Lyle going up against Hamish. Lyle versus Temptations Ballad. That could prove an interesting one. And then the next match will be from Remember the Flowers. It's Cooper. He's going against Harkin from Tavern of Spear. And following on from there, it's Max v. Axel. Eden's Reach up against Remember the Flowers. That's going to be an interesting battle, I think.
Indeed.
And then the final match is going to be from Knights College, Diederich. And he goes up against Oswald, also from Eden's Reach. And I think that might be an easy win for Oswald, but let's not write off Diederich just yet. That could be quite a close match. It's going to be 1-1.
Right, don't know too much about some of the characters, but they do seem respective in their stories, so thank you so much, Chris, for doing the middleweights. I will go over to the wrong window. I mean, the heavyweight window. All right, so
It's time.
as I do all the technical work and move myself over because I do not know how to have multiple people work on the same stream at the same time, I walk over to the hosting corner here. Thank you so much, Grizz. And I am covering the heavyweight division. This is going to be quite exciting. So, let me get things all set up here. We have 16 candidates left in our heavyweight, but the first two of which are from Adastra. He is the second in line for Chemian Emperorship, but he does some great ambassador work. It is Neferu. And he is going up against another candidate who does some inter-country people tribal type of work. But he has a bit more of a suspicious background. It is Tano from far beyond the world. Let us see who wins this. How many responses did they get first before I do so? They got, in total, 486. The winner of which is Neferu, taking a decent lead in the beginning. He is really spreading out that lead in the beginning. And we see him just keeping on, getting closer and closer to 200. Tano still waiting to break 100. 188, now in 94 to 97. And as I say that, Neferu breaks 200, Tano breaks 100. 100 vote gap, quite a big difference. Neferu is keeping on a good pace here. We see Tano slowing down a little bit.
Oh my goodness.
It's a bit of a worry, but as we see here, Neferu will keep on marching. He is really showing pride for his Chemian people. Not only is he in the Adastra story, but he is also in Chemia and Interia. Can't say too much about Tano since his story series universe is still in its origin story, so we cannot compare there. But just a fun fact to know. Neferu at 283. We see a slight slowdown in the voting. Sometimes we do get those little valleys in voting. Some people just don't vote at that time. Neferu 289. Tano stuck at 132. Will Neferu break 300? It's looking good. He's at 299. 300. He breaks the 300 mark, and Tano gets a slight leap on his own end. It is more so a race for pride at this point, as we see Tano with 150. Neferu stuck at 301. Oh, he gets a little gap there. A definite boost there. But
Another character breaking the 300 limit. Ooh, my
Indeed. Ooh, this might be the highest number of votes we got for a character. But honestly, I would have to double check through that. I cannot speak through my butt on this. It looks like the vote is over. Neferu takes the dub with 329 votes to Tano's 157. A good race from our first Far Beyond the World candidate, but today is Neferu and the Adastra universe's time to shine. And so, we move on. This matchup had 471 responses. And this was the toughest match for me to vote on personally. Not sure how y'all thought, but
Yes, it was very, very difficult to choose.
it was just, oof, rip. But let's start out with our top candidate from the smoke room. A miner with a heart of gold. It is Nikolai from the smoke room. Going up against a tennis ace, but volleyball master. He is a setter, sets things quite up for our lovely MC, but he is his childhood friend. It is Shuichi. Let us see, as I clap my hands a third time, for charm, who our winner is. Nikolai with a good start, and both of them have a decent start, but they are still quite close. Nikolai spreads out a little bit more, but Shuichi not too far behind, with about an 18-vote difference, nearly 20 now. Nikolai is spreading out the gap a little more. It looks like he is really bolting forward here. He is really sure putting his full weight into this one. But he is not too far ahead of Shuichi with a 40-vote difference. And as we saw in some other matches, we have some switches at the end. So Shuichi slightly catches up there, but still 40-vote difference. We are getting towards the halfway point, and Nikolai has broken 200, and Shuichi is still behind with 166.
I don't want to see either one of these people lose, honestly.
Same here.
Yeah.
I am saddened to see one go. But should we keep on with Nikolai still ahead with 216? Shuichi is starting to catch up slightly. Will we see a comeback here? Nikolai keeps on leading, but Shuichi is still in a good position to upset. 188 to 220, 221 to 189, 190, 191. Shuichi is tacking on little points at a time, but Nikolai is starting to push ahead again. 200 to 227, it is a 20-vote difference. 203 to 228. As I say that, now it is a 20-vote difference, but Nikolai extends his lead slightly more as we get to the final point. And it is too late for Shuichi, as Nikolai is our winner with 246 votes. And Shuichi's votes are not too bad. A really good race from him. 225. A good match and a good honor from both of them to be here. Good luck to Nikolai in the Elite Eight, and great run from Shuichi. Now let us continue on to our next matchup. This matchup had 464 responses. Let's start out with the top quarter, or the top half of this part. In After Class, he is our coach from high school and college. He is trying to form the superstar basketball team, but may be short a few people as he tries to entice our MC to join us. It is Coach Gill. He is going up against another gym aficionado. This man runs his own gym, and he might have quite a past with some certain type of wrestling. We will not spoil further, but from Socially Awkward, it is making it work out. Between these buff canines, who will move on? Let's find out. Make it with a slight lead in the beginning, but Coach Gill takes it back. He has a decent lead now with a 20-vote difference. He spreads out the lead even more. Look at this 30-vote difference, but Macon not too far behind. Coach Gill is extending the lead slightly more, however, 174 to 133. And Coach Gill will keep on resuming with his lead. Macon slightly slowing down there, not too good for him, but he is still within 40 votes, keep in mind. Coach Gill about to break 200. Coach Gill breaks 200. Macon stuck at 157. Coach Gill with 207. Macon with 160 now. Coach Gill is still extending that lead. Macon slightly behind 163. Still a chance to come back, but we cannot set things in stone just yet. 218 to 168. 220 to 168. The 222 for Coach Gill, but Macon makes a slight run there. Coach Gill gets a few more votes and keeps that lead to a solid 50-something. Macon at 172. Will he be able to catch up? He is starting to slow down. This may not look good for our socially awkward candidates. 232 for After Classes Coach Gill. 235. 236 to 177. We see a big spurt there, but no difference in leadership. Coach Gill with 247. And we are getting towards the end. Macon is definitely looking in a rough position here. He makes a slight burst there at the end, but it is getting too close to the end to say. And we have hit the end here with Coach Gill taking the victory with 256 votes, upsetting our 5th-seeded Macon, who in turn received 208. Not too bad of a run from him, though, nonetheless. Congratulations to Coach Gill for taking the dub there, and we move on to the halfway mark of our matches. Ooh, this one looks to be quite a hefty amount of votes here. We have a lot of grid marks here. As we can see here, we have two well-touted characters from the past, both having received bronze medals in the past year or two. This one has a nice number of votes, 469. We start out with the top half of this matchup. From Nakajishi, the Guardian Tiger, it is Lin Hu. He is going up against our MC from Tennis Ace, a tennis prodigy in and of himself. One that is definitely on the run to beat those in his provincial state, whatever area it is in Japan. I am sorry for not knowing my knowledge on that, but he is trying to become a national star and potential international star of the tennis field. It is Yuichi. Let us find out who has won for the rematch of the 2020 bronze medal.
Yeah.
Lin Hu with a giant lead in the beginning. Still with 20 vote lead. Yuichi ain't too far behind now. He's trying to keep pace with him. They're both moving at a relatively same pace, but Lin Hu slightly edges him out more. Lin Hu is taking a bigger lead now with 180 to 123. 183 to 130. We see Lin Hu keeping on the stride. He is about to break 200. Yuichi still waiting to break 150. 207, 210 to 142. Yuichi with a slight burst, but nothing too significant here. 218 to 149, waiting to break 150. He is stuck at 149. Lin Hu keeps on going. Yuichi is still stuck. Oh, he is at 150 now, but Lin Hu, at this point, has reached 230. 231 to 156, 159, 231. Lin Hu still in a giant 50-vote lead. Yuichi tried to catch up at this point, but it's too short to really say now. Lin Hu with 232. Yuichi with 169. Nice. Lin Hu keeps on going with 235, 171, 236 to 172, 237 to 172. We are getting closer to that final leg of the race. Lin Hu is holding off with a decent lead, but we saw in the last rounds before, we had some close races that could show the end otherwise. Yuichi with 192. Will he break 200? He is very close. He breaks 200, and Lin Hu breaks 250. Lin Hu is reaching the end of this match with 257 to 212. Oh, that is the end of the race. Lin Hu pulls out the rematch win and the dub to the Elite Eight with 257 to Yuichi's 212. And if it's any consolation for Yuichi, it was a great race from him. And for Lin Hu, this will be technically his final year of eligibility since Nakajishi was completed in 2020, making him in next year's bracket technically retired or ineligible. So this may be Lin Hu's final hurrah, unless he makes the champions bracket, or the champions contest. Explain more later. Now let's go back to the beginning. And we pass the halfway mark and reach Match 5. It is a battle of the smoke room candidates. Two lovely men, should I say so myself. I love both in their individual ways. Who are they, you may ask? Well, you may see them, but let me describe them for you. From the smoke room, he is our photographer, a wonderful cameraman, and quite a suave guy with some quick, biting words. He's got quite a slick tongue. It is Murdoch. He is going up against the sheriff of the town of Echo. A man with an interesting past and a love for baseball. It is William. Who will win between these two? I personally had a very hard time voting for this. But we'll see if the rest of the public had a hard time voting too. William with a giant lead in the beginning. Wow. 142 to 47. Nearly 100 vote difference. He passes the 100 vote difference. And William is about to hit 200. Murdoch still trying to hit. He hit 69. Nice. William breaks 200. 215 to 76. William is not breaking his stride. Ain't nobody gonna slow him down. Oh no. He's gotta keep on moving. 248 for William. Murdoch with 88. Will he break 100? Let's find out, as William is about to hit 260. He does so. Murdoch is slowing down in pace, but he looks slightly on track for 100, and as I say that, he slows down. Shouldn't have said that. William reaches 269, and now he hits 272, 277, 280. Look at Murdoch go. He is trying to hit the 100 mark. Starts to slow down a little bit. I believe in you, Murdoch. But William really keeps pushing. He is about to hit 300. Will he? He looks on par to. Murdoch, meanwhile, is stuck at 98. Possible to break 100, but we are not too sure yet. He hits 99. He is ever so close. He breaks 100. 101. William breaks 300. And we are in a 200 vote difference. Probably one of the biggest I've seen. Let us keep going to 324, 326 to 111. Oh, I cannot speak as we are about to reach the end of the match. Our winner with 339 votes. This might be an all-time high in terms of number of votes. It is William to Murdoch's 112. And although the numbers may not show it, it was still a great battle to see two Smoke Room candidates in the Sweet 16. Both of them, and even Nikolai too so far, have gotten their great representation that has been well deserved over the past few years. So we see some good Smoke Room representation now in the Elite 8. 2 of the 5 candidates. Let us move on to heavyweight match number 6. Oh, I forgot to count how many votes there were. No, that is not 300. 464 responses. A lot of you have voted. Let us start out with, from After Class, a man with a kind heart, but may have some rough edges on the outside. It is Lars. He is going up against Far Beyond the World's assistant to our current tribe leader. A man of wit, a man of a kind heart, and a man with some sly words. It is Vither. Will he be able to represent Far Beyond the World and punch their first ticket in the heavyweight division to the Elite 8? Or will After Class get 2 representations in the Elite 8? Let's find out. But just before that, I noticed Perpy donated something, and it's probably going to pop up while this match starts, so if that happens, thank you, Perpy. And that upside down happy face. Here we go. Super chat. Lars with a giant lead in the beginning, with a 40-something vote. Quite shocking. I thought these two would be quite close in the beginning, but we see quite a stretch from Lars. Lars is about to break 200, but Vither still breaks 100, so not too bad from him. 111 for Vither. 205, Lars breaks the 200 marker, and he is ongoing. He is just pushing that lead further and further. 230 to 129. He has broken the 100 vote mark. 234 to 131. 236 to 135. Lars will keep on going. He is really showing us who's the boss in this battle. Look at them go. 252 to 136. Vither stuck. Will he be able to make any remarks here and catch up? He makes a little tick. 137. 138 to Lars' 262. Vither still kind of stuck. But Lars will push. Vither pushes. Vither pushes again. Lars at 265, 266. Still 120 vote difference. This is looking to be Lars' victory, unless a miracle can happen at this point. 278 to 148, 281, 284, 149 to 289. Will Lars break 300? This is very close. He is almost there. He does! At the final moment, he breaks the 300 mark. Lars, from Afterclass, wins the match with 305 votes to Vither's 159. Whew, quite a race, and we are 3/4 done. Nothing has been too close yet, unfortunately, with the exception of the 2 matches earlier on, Coach Gill and Nikolai's matches. Will our last two matches give us something? Let's find out. This is tough. This is really tough for me. I like both these guys in their own ways. This is really going to be a tough one. With 466 responses, we start with the top candidate from the Smoke Room, the 10th seeded MC of this story. He's not technically an interchangeable name. I don't know why I said MC, but he is our main protagonist. It is Samuel. And he is going up against the cool and slick bike riding dude. From Socially Awkward, it is Tom. This is a keystone match for our Socially Awkward candidates, as Tom is our final representative from Socially Awkward. Meanwhile, Samuel could be the third candidate to punch it into the Elite Eight for the Smoke Room and make it 3. This may be the most amount of Smoke Room candidates in the Elite Eight. I think last year we may have only had 1, but I may be wrong. Let's see, will the Smoke Room break a record, or will Socially Awkward stay alive? Let's find out. Samuel with a giant lead in the beginning. Wow, look at him go. He is really pulling hard. Tom not too far behind, though, with a 35 vote difference. He is starting to catch up in pace, and as I say that, Samuel breaks a better stride. He is pushing more. Tom makes a little bit of a strut. He is pretty close, but Samuel is keeping that lead to a 40 vote difference. Samuel is about to break 200. 192 to 152, 195 to 153. He's about to break 200. Samuel breaks 200 with Tom at 155. Slightly stuck there. That is a disadvantage for him as Samuel takes a slightly bigger lead. 211 to 157, 214 to 157. Looks like we might have a possible upset against our 7th seed. 216 to 160, 216 to 168, 217 to 171. Makes a slight run here, but it isn't enough so far. 220 to 174, 221 to 174. We have the 2s to 175, 224 to 176, 225, 226. Samuel is pushing harder. He is leaving Tom a little further in the dust. This ain't looking too good. He needs to get on that bike and rev it up to come back. We are in the final leg of the race now, with Samuel at 236. Tom may be close to breaking 200. Maybe even more if he can make a comeback. Samuel stuck at 237. Samuel now at 245. Tom breaks 200, but is it enough? Unfortunately, it is not, as Samuel upsets Tom with 255 votes to a great race from Tom with 211. Not too bad for our Socially Awkward candidates. Both went out in a close race, and that is what I think is quite respectable. Meanwhile, in terms of the Elite Eight, 3 of our 7 candidates so far are in from the Smoke Room. So, quite a huge amount of Smoke Room candidates. Will it be possible for one of them to win? We'll have to find out. But before that, we go to our final match of the night. We head on over to match number 8 of the heavyweight with 480 responses. The battle of our interesting characters. I don't know if I should use a certain term for them, but they do have their patience run dry from time to time. Let's start out with our Echo candidate, our sole remaining Echo candidate. He is a man of past football glory from his high school days, now working as a mechanic. He sure loves his Chula. It is Leo. He is going up against the Butcher from far beyond the world. It is Volgor. Let's see who wins this one. Volgor with a good lead in the beginning, and it is starting to spread out a little bit. Volgor is starting to take a bigger lead. Leo is, I was about to say not too far behind, but it is starting to be the contrary, as Volgor is about to reach 200. Leo is still trying to get to 125. Volgor about to break 200, he does. Leo at 131. 212 to 133. 216 to 133. 217, 220. Leo is starting to get stuck. This ain't too good for the Echo candidates. Echo may not have a chance in the Elite Eight this time. This is gonna be unfortunate. But Volgor continues on with 239 to 142. 240 to 142. 144 to 241. Volgor is nearly edging him out with that 100 vote difference. Now he does have a 100 vote difference and more as he hits 254. Leo still waiting to break 150. We see a slight pause there. 259 to 149. 150 mark has been broken by Leo. He is a bit slow at this point, but anything could happen. We still have about a quarter of the race to go. 262 to 155. 263 to 155. 264 to 155. 267 to 160. We are getting closer and ever so much closer to the end. 276 to 162. 278 to 162. 281, 284, 285. Will Volgor be able to break 300? And will Leo be able to break 200? We are getting there. We are almost at the end. Neither of them can break those thresholds as Volgor wins this final match with 298 votes to Leo's still very good representation of 182 votes. A good race between the two of them. And I'm shocked it wasn't as close, but still, both had their support. So, looks like we can go on over to the Elite 8 preview. Let us check it out here. Here we go. Previewing our heavyweight division. Let's start out with the top left corner. We have Neferu from Adastra going up against Nikolai from the Smoke Room. Interesting match, if I may say so myself.
Very interesting.
I'm really going to be split on that one. And we go on down to the bottom left corner. Coach Gil from Afterclass will take on Lin Hu from Nekajishi. Then we move up to the top right corner. William from the Smoke Room will go up against Lars from Afterclass. I think this will be a good one because they're both like that rough around the edge type of character. Definitely an apples to apples match and one I'd keep my eye on.
Oh, you mean like Leo and Volgor?
Yeah, but different. and finally, we have two characters brooding in their own ways, and they definitely have their differences in personality. One is God-fearing, and one could probably kill God. Samuel from the Smoke Room versus Volgor from Far Beyond the World. And
I don't know if I'd classify Volgor in the god-killing archetype, but sure, yeah.
we could try. At least you can grind things up into meat. To sausages.
Mm-hmm.
But those are our matches. So I'm going to close things out for tonight. I actually got to leave in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Then don't let us hold you
Oh
up.
my.
Yeah, so sorry to close things very abruptly, but that concludes things tonight. I'll open up the polls on Monday, and keep in mind I'll mention all times in terms of Universal Standard Time, or UTC, Universal Coordinated Time, instead of Pacific from now on. So thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, take care, folks.
Hi, guys.
Goodbye.
Maybe they-
Bye.